digestive system. Now, what is the process of digestion? So, the conversion of the food into the soluble form, and that soluble form is absorbed into the blood. This whole process is called as a digestion. Now, the digestive system consists of alimentary canal and digestive glands. So, what does the alimentary canal consist of? The alimentary canal consists of different parts such as mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine. These are the main parts of the digestive system, and there are some glands present, digestive glands present in our body, such as liver, pancreas, gallbladder, salivary glands. These are some of the glands which are very much important in the process of the digestion. Okay, so these are the main parts of the digestive system, whereas liver, pancreas, gallbladder, salivary glands is come under the digestive gland, and the other parts such as mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, this comes under alimentary canal. So the digestive system is divided into two parts, that is alimentary canal and digestive glands, whereas the digestive gland consists of mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, and digestive gland consists of liver, pancreas, gallbladder, and salivary glands. Now, each function of the digestive system is different. Here you can see the esophagus, stomach, liver, pancreas. Okay, so all the organs are having different functions. Here you can see very clearly how the digestion process starts from the mouth, then pharynx, esophagus, stomach, liver, pancreas. All these are the organs of the digestive system that you are seeing in the picture. So one by one we will try to understand what is the process of the digestion and how does the process of the digestion starts. So first of all, the digestion of the food begins in our mouth. Where does the digestion process begins? First, it begins in our mouth. So whatever food you are chewing with the help of teeth, that are broken down into the small pieces, or the large food particles are broken down into the small particles with the help of saliva. Now the saliva consists of which enzyme? Salivary amylase. What does enzyme do? It breaks down whatever food you have eaten into the simple sugar known as maltose. Here you can see the picture of the mouth. Whatever parts are given, you can see very clearly. Then the next part of the digestive system, that is esophagus. Now what is esophagus? Esophagus is a mucous membrane, or you can say tube like membrane, leading from pharynx to stomach. So from it is a tube like process. It consists of mucular membrane lined tube, and it is it occurs there is an occurrence in the process known as peristalsis. Now, what is peristalsis? The food which is pushed forward due to the rhythmic contraction and relaxation of the muscles. This process is called as a peristalsis. Now, what is peristalsis? Means when the food is pushed from the mouth towards the esophagus, the food is pushed slowly towards the next part of the digestive system, but the muscles in the heart, okay, there is a rhythmic contraction and relaxation in the muscles of the heart, due to which the peristalsis carries or pushes the food slowly towards the forward part of the digestive system. This process is called as a peristalsis. The next part where the food comes in the digestive system, that is stomach. Now the stomach is J shaped. Here you can see the food goes through the esophagus into the J shaped stomach. Here you can see stomach is located at the left side of the abdominal cavity, and this stomach consists of different acids or enzymes or gastric juices such as hydrochloric acid, enzyme known as pepsin, and mucus. Okay, so these are the important um, gastric juice which are secreted in the digestive system. Okay, mainly the digestion, mainly the proteins are digested in the stomach. So whatever food you are eating, that is that is broken down into the small part and that is transferred to the stomach. So what does the stomach do? Whatever main proteins are there present in the food material, that is digested in the stomach. Okay, and this semi solid process, then it is pushed into the small intestine. So whatever valuable things are present or required by the stomach, that are absorbed in the stomach, and the unwanted things that are transferred towards the small intestine, that is the next part of the digestive system. Now here you can see the digestive small intestine, which is of 5 to 6 meter in length. And the why it is called a small intestine? Because the tube is very much smaller in size. The tube is very much smaller in size, the diameter is very much smaller. And how long is this small intestine? It is 5 to 6 meter longer in size. Now what is the work of the small intestine? Whatever carbohydrates, fats, and proteins are present in the food, that are fully digested in the small intestine. So whatever food, whatever leftover carbohydrates, fats, or proteins are there, that is fully digested in the small intestine. So when the food comes in the stomach, the food is not fully digested in the stomach, it is partially digested. So the stomach only digests the proteins which are easily digestible towards it. So the stomach takes the protein which is required and pushes the food into the next part, that is the small intestine, where the food is fully digested in the small intestine. We can say that the food is fully digested in the small intestine. And what does the small intestine do? It absorbs the carbohydrates, fats, and proteins that are required for the different functions in the digestive system. The next part, that is liver. Now students, liver is the largest gland present in our body. And what is the main function of the liver? It's storage glucose. Okay, what does it store? It store glucose. So whenever you required energy, then the liver supplies this glucose, then this glucose reacts with oxygen, and then energy is created in the body and your body gets energy. So when you're fasting, okay, when you're fasting, you don't eat anything for a longer time. So whatever food you have eaten previous day, that is stored in the liver, this stored food then is used by the liver and it is broken down into the form of energy, and it supplies energy to the body. Okay, then the liver have digestive juices secreted by the liver. So what is the work of the liver? It secretes the digestive juice which is stored in liver, that is known as gallbladder. That is known as gallbladder. Now what is the role of liver? The bile makes the food alkaline and breaks down into the large fat globules into small ones. So whatever fat globules are present, that fat globules are broken down into the small ones with the help of the bile. So bile contains bile salt and it helps the digestion of the fat in the liver. So whatever fats which are not digested in the small intestine, that are digested in liver with the help of gallbladder, which is situated in liver, and it stores the bile juice, and this bile juice is mixes with the food and helps to digest the fat fat present in the liver. So it breaks down the fat globules into the small ones. So this is about the liver. Then the next part, that is pancreas. Now, what a pancreas? The pancreas secrete pancreatic juice that contains various enzymes. Now, what does the pancreas consist? It secretes pancreatic juice. Now, what is the pancreatic juice helpful for? It is an it is it contains various enzymes which can break down the with the help of chemical reaction. It can break down the food molecules into the smaller part and soluble form it can make it. So which type of juice, pancreatic juice, consists of trypsin, lipsin and amylase for digestion of proteins, fats and carbohydrates. So whatever proteins, fats and carbohydrates which are not digested in the small intestine and the liver, with the help of the pancreatic juice, these are digested in pancreas. These are digested in pancreas, and this proteins, fats and carbohydrates, they are converted into the amino acid, fatty acid or glucose. Okay, glucose is also a one form of energy or a storage of food. Then the next part is absorption. Now whatever food is digested in the all these organs that are absorbed by the small intestine called as villi. So villi is the organ which absorbs the digested food by the walls of the small intestine. So most of the food is digested and absorbed by the small intestine called as villi. Now this villi, the absorbed food is taken into the each and every cell of the body. Now what does the small intestine do? It absorbs the digested food and it transfers the absorbed food which is in the form of soluble form. It mixes with the blood and it is transferred to the every cell of the body. Okay, it is passed to the every cell of the body. This is the work of the small intestine. Then the large intestine. Then this large intestine is about 1.5 meter long. It absorbs only water in this thing. Okay, and there is a small part attached to the large intestine that is called as appendix. uh, okay, and whatever undigested food is remain, that food is entered in the small intestine and then it enters into the large intestine, and whatever the unmaterial things are there present, they are thrown out of with the help of anus. Okay, anus here you can see. So whatever waste material that is not required to the body, that is thrown out with the help of anus. So in large intestine you are supposed to know that whatever food which is not digested, which is undigested, that is passed into the large intestine, which is 1.5 meter long, and this are removed with the help of anus. These are removed with the help of anus. Yourself and